Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Welcome in, Stacy. Give a couple more minutes for people to pop in. Hello, if you're in the bushes. I appreciate you. While I'll wait, I'm going to go get me some water. Hey, Mary Brown, welcome in. Now I'm ready to go. Got me some water. Wait just a few more minutes and then we'll get started. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. It helps me out. Is anybody going to be sewing along with me today? Hopefully somebody will, maybe. If not, that's okay. These are real easy to make. Real easy to make. All right, I'll give about another minute and we'll get started. Hey, Sharon Davenport. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Hey, Jesse. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in on this Monday. Hey, Miss Geneva Coleman. Welcome in. Okay, so let's get started. So I know in the description, I put the items that you need. I did forget one thing, but I can go back and add it. I'll just tell you. So I am actually, it says you need 2 outer 10 by 10 and 2 liners 10 by 10. The fabric that I'm using today, I did not have enough to do a 10 by 10. So I am using 9 by 9, which is still okay. So my 2 outside fabrics are, hey Barb, welcome in. Hey Bobby, welcome in. Is this heart fabric. And I thought about doing this for a Valentine's. And like putting little treats in here and just giving. You can give your kids, grandkids, friends, whatever. You can pretty much use any fabric. I thought this would be cute too for like little birthday presents. You could put a birthday gift in there, like gift cards or some just odds and end things. And then I'm using just solid red for the inside. So I'm using 2 9 by 9 pieces instead of 10 by 10 that I put in the description. And the only reason why I did that is because this fabric, I didn't have enough to make it 10 by 10. So I just did 9 by 9. And also you can use straps, but I am using webbing. So I'm going to use this pink webbing. Hey Up Designs, welcome in. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Welcome in. But I'm using this for my straps. Okay, and I've just got 2 pieces. And they are, so give me a minute, I will tell you how long they are. They are like 18.5 inches long. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's 99 cents per yard. So I got 2 yards. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Miss Merlinda. Welcome in. So it's fairly cheap. Hobby Lobby. I went and got 3 colors today. They did not have red. I thought about doing red with this, but since there is pink, I decided to do pink. So hopefully that's going to look good. I think it will, since it has pink in it. It'll give it like a little pop. Hey Gail, welcome in. Okay, so let's get started. And if you're not making this with me, then hopefully you can make it with me. So when I got this, I just cut it, and then I just took my lighter and I burnt the ends on each end of the pieces. Okay. I just burned them so they would stay together. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, let me set my camera so y'all can see. Can y'all see that? Pretty good. Let me see. I can maybe remove my name banner. Maybe not. All right. Is that better? Can y'all see that better? Yes, no. Thank you. Welcome in, Miss Shawn. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take one of my 9x9 pieces, and I'm going to take my other. And since mine is non-directional on the liner, it don't really matter. But I'm just going to line these up together, stack them on top of her. And if you have a printed one, you want it to lay it like face down. So here's the front, and I'm just going to lay it down. Then I'm going to also do that with the same fabric. So I've got it face down, and that's. And y'all, I apologize. I can't see comments while my computer's down. So bear with me. Okay, so this is how we got our 2 pieces of fabric, okay? So now the first part that we're going to do is we're going to put our straps in. So I'm just turning around to see me. So I've got fabric side up. And what you're going to do is you're going to place it between the outside and the lining fabric, okay? You can go in ever how far you would like. I'm just winging it. Also, you will need clips or bobby pins to hold this in place. So once you got that, then I'm just going to clip it right there. And then I'm just going to go in here and roughly guess and do the other one. And if you think that's too high, you can always change it. So I'm going to flip this back over. Now I'm going to take my other one and I'm going to lay it on top of it so I can make sure that this handle lines up with this one. They're the same size or same length. So I'm just going to take it and then I'm going to clip it. maybe, if it won't be stubborn. So I need to pull this one down because my top fabric was sticking out. And I didn't want, or my liner was sticking out and I didn't want that. So just do that. Now I can clip it. Clip it, and I'm going to take my other piece and make sure it's not twisted. Make sure it's not twisted, and I'm just going to lay it flat side. And I kind of measure the ends so they do line up, because the first one that I made, they didn't line up, and I had to take the straps apart and resew them, and it was aggravating. Okay, so now that we have our two straps put together, what you're going to do is you're going to sew across here an inch seam, okay? Because remember, we're going to clip it, okay? So take y'all to my little sewing machine. Hopefully y'all can see that. I cut my straps up design, I think 18.5 inches and long, and then the width is, I think an inch is an inch. I got them from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I'm going to set this one to the side, and I'm just going to take this and I'm going to line this end up, this end on my 1 inch mark, and then I'm going to put my pressure foot down, and I'm going to back stitch as I go, okay? But I'm going to make sure these are straight. And I'm sorry if my machine's loud. Let me know. If so, then I can back up my computer. But I want to make sure y'all can see. So just nice and slow. And just keep that on that 1 inch mark. And I like to back tack it to make sure that it's going to hold down. And then I'm just going to slowly make it around. When I get here to this one, I'm going to take it loose, and I'm going to hold it with my finger, and I'm going to back tack it. I'm going to back tack it right there, and then I'm just going to finish sewing. And then I'm going to back tack it again. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for my other one. And you don't have to clip it. You can keep going on straight if you want to, but I like to clip it. So we've got that one done. And I'm just trying to trim it so it looks pretty. I would say this time I'm going to do it from the front, so it will look nice and pretty on the front. Because I seen that one where it had little stitches from where I back tacked, and I don't want that. So this time we're going to sew it from the front. So I'm just going to line this up straight, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to back tack it. Well, I was going to, but then my thread decided to come out, so let me rethread it. All right, so let's try this again. And just go nice and slow, like I said. And I'm back tacking it at the end just for the simple fact to make sure it don't go nowhere. But nice and slow. And we'll make sure this is straight. And if you have to, just hold it. Then you get to the end, you're going to back tack it. And then I'm going to clip it off. All right, so everybody with me so far? If you're just coming in, welcome in. Get you catch up real quick. We're making a rag bag. I took 2 9x9s, my front fabric, my outer fabric, and then my back fabric. 2 pieces like this. And then I'm using webbing, and I cut them 18.5 inches long, and it's 1 inch wide. Okay. Welcome in, Marilyn. And all that we did was I put the straps in between my layers, and I sewed a 1 inch seam across the top on both pieces. That's all we've done so far. So we just was coming in, you didn't really miss much. So now what we're going to do is on the video that I seen, the lady quilted hers, and you can make your straps with fabric. I did the first one, but I was like, well, I've got webbing, so I can use webbing. So you can make it with fabric. I will show you the one that I did. So once we get done with it, this is what it'll end up looking like. But on this one, I just used strapped or fabric. And then the inside, I used pink. And with this one, I did use 10x10. Yes, Gail. It came on a bolt, and they did cut it for me because I went and got 3 colors this morning. Yes. Or if you want multiple, if you don't want to pay 99 cents a yard, then you can buy some on Amazon. I just was in a pinch because I didn't think I had any. Well, guess what? When I got home, I found some. Imagine that, right? But anyway, so I got 2 yards. It was like $1.98 for 2 yards. No big deal. So this is what it's going to look like. So if you can tell on this one, I kind of quilted. I made a line here, a line here, a line here. Okay. You can do it however you want to. It's totally up to you. You can do it up and down and then across. It's your bag. Make it however you want to. So now what we're going to do is we're going to quilt it. And if you make the straps, then it recommends you sewing it down that seam to hold it in place. Everybody with me? Gail, I love some Amazon, but I've been good. I've only ordered 2 things today. 2 things because I needed it. But anyway, so I'm just going to start wherever you want. I'm probably going to start next to no, probably not. I'm probably going to start right here. And I probably will sew this on here just for a simple fact. You don't want to sew it too close to here because in a minute we will be sewing an inch seam around it, around this side, the bottom, and this, okay? So I was going to start closer, but then I got to looking and I was like, well, right here's my inch. So I'm just going to slide over right here. And I'm just going to start right here. And you can do it 1 inch, 2 inch, ever how far you want apart, okay? So I'm just making it. Well, now, Marilyn, I wish I could, but I haven't really ordered that much since January. So I've been good so far this year. I think maybe I've ordered 4 things total, but it's something that I've needed or one of my family's needed members. So yeah. So y'all should be proud of me. I'm trying. Okay, so let's get back. Sorry. So I'm just going to sew down and I'm going to back stitch and just take your time. This is probably the part that will take you the longest. So then you can turn it around if you want to, and then just keep going. Or if you don't want to do it, just clip it. It's totally up to you. Let's just start right here. Okay, so here we go. And my thread. You can do it, but I'm going to clip it since my thread is coming out. Okay, now. So just take your time. And you don't want to sew all the way up. You want to stop about your 1 inch seam. Because remember, you're going to clip this at the end. Okay? So let's just start right here again. And mine's probably not going to be even. I'm just sewing. Okay. But if you want to mark it, then mark it. You know, you do you. I'm going to go ahead and go to this seam right here, or to the other one, to make sure that I get it down. So that'll be even, and then I can go back and do it between. I'll show you. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back up here between this little, I don't know if but there's a line and then there's a line. So I'm just going to make another line between it. I'm just going to guess. And like I said, this is your bag, so you can make it however you want it to. Because there's a bunch of different ways that I could quilt this. But for today, I'm just going to quilt it up and down. Okay, so now that I got that done, you're going to do the same thing to the other one. So can you see how it is like, okay, so the back. Maybe that'll help. And I may try to do this one, but on this side, because you see how it's kind of long, but with me sewing my 1 inch, I don't want to take that chance. Because it wouldn't be much. I mean, I guess I can. Let's just do it and see what it looks like. Well, maybe today. I don't know why my sewing machine thread wants to keep coming out of the needle. All right, now take 2, or ever how many takes it was, right? And see, I'm not going to do that because I just realized that is my inch that I need. So I wasn't thinking. So I'm just carefully clipping this with my scissors. You can use a seam ripper, which I normally would, but I don't want to get it out. I'm just being lazy. And then you want to take this out and take it out on the back so there's no thread showing. All right, so now let's move on to the next one. So I'm going to start right here at my strap. And then we'll get started. And then after this, it's easy. Anybody making this along with me? Hey, Precious Pieces. Hey, Roz. Hey, everybody. Welcome in that I've missed. Hope you're having a good Monday. So we're just going to do the exact same thing as we did to the other one. And then I'm going to flip it. And then I'm just going to, I could measure it and make sure or see where I was doing it. I mean, it don't really matter. But if you have OCD, like to a certain point that you really want it to be the same, then go for it, line it up. I do to a certain extent, but I mean, it ain't gonna kill me if I don't have it perfect. I know there's a lot of people out there, and I do not blame you. So just for this simple fact, let's just line it up again. And I'm just going to slowly maybe move this one. Well, no. Okay, so now I'm going to put that down. I'm going to move this one out of the way. And I'm going to sew. And just take your time when you do this. Some of y'all can get this done quicker than me, because at times I can be a slow sewer. I do. Here we go again. Does anybody else have problems with their thread coming out? Or can anybody tell me why mine is so much today? I mean, I thought I have enough to pull out, so whenever I go to put it back in, it don't, but you know me, I could be doing something wrong, and if I am, I would love to know. Well, that wasn't too good because I just did break it. All right, hold it long. See, it got long. Yes, it is going to be cute. Yeah, slow and steady, I know. Welcome in, everybody. Apologize if I don't speak to you individually, but don't mean nothing about it. I'm just having some issues today with my needle and thread. It don't want to stay in. Now, let's see. Just take your time. Oh, and I see something I gotta go back and fix. And I'll show y'all what I mean. So, I gotta take this apart. So on the back, do y'all see where it caught up here? I need to go and undo that because you're going to need that top part. You don't want it to be caught. Because you've got to clip it up here at the top. So let's just go back and take that apart. Be careful, don't stick yourself like I do, or hurt yourself. Okay, so let's go back and fix those real quick. Okay, so now I'm just going to stick this back underneath here, right here, and I'm going to put it down, and we're just going to sew back and fix this. Take your time. Okay, so that one we fixed. Now we've got one more to do, and then we've got to go and do one more, and then we can move on to the next part of this bag. Like I said, once you get this done, it will be up. Welcome in, Miss Linda. Welcome, A Crafty Market, and everybody else in the bushes or that I've missed. If you don't mind, please hitting the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, it don't cost you anything, and it just helps me out. Okay, now let's get started. Now that we got that one done, I can clip it. And clip it there. And make sure I don't want to make sure this gets stuck. So now we're back here at this last one. So we're just going to put it down, and then we're going to slowly take our time. And then we'll move on to the next part. Alrighty. So now that once you've got both of your bags quilted, you're going to put them face to face, pretty side to pretty side. Okay? Pretty side to pretty side. Okay? And if it's print, make sure you've got them going the right way, which you should because your straps are down here. Okay? And once you're got that, see my handles match up nice and pretty. So what you're going to do next is you're going to sew an inch around this side, the bottom, and the other side. And if you need to, you can clip it. So when you get down here, about an inch, you're going to turn it because you want to keep an inch. Okay. Everybody good so far? Everybody still with me? Hopefully. All right. So I'm just going to put this on my 1 inch mark. And I will be back stitching to hold it in place. Hello, Chrissy. Welcome in. So just take your time on this, okay? Nice and slow. And if you have to, just hold it from the back like I am. And I always do this and then, oh, see, I'm short. So what does that tell me? That tells me I went too far. So I need to back it up some. That's always a bad part that I have is going like stopping it. So I can come to like right there. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my lever down so I know how far I can go. I'm just going to put my little scissors there because guess what? Anybody guess what happened? If you guessed it, you are right. My needle come unthreaded again. Okay, so now we got it back in that. Go back tack. I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn it and see. I still got a little bit I can go. So I'm just going to put it back down. I'm going to turn it. Okay, right there. So I'm going to put my needle down and I'm going to turn it. So now we're going to do an inch around this way. So now I'm just going to pivot. There's my roughly my inch. So I'm going to sew it all the way up here to the end. And then I'm going to back tack it. Okay, so now it clipped it. Oh, you know what? Yo, I did that wrong. Should have been liner to liner. That was my fault. So let's take this apart because me, a big dummy, can't remember. When I was looking at it, thinking, this don't look right. Well, that's when I should have realized that I was sewing it wrong. So I apologize, y'all, for telling y'all wrong it should be face liners to liners, not face to face, because you want to see the pretty side. I'm just using my little seam ripper. It does happen. You are right. No one is perfect. And I'm not. I know I'm not perfect. By no means. So now, let's try this again. So let's take our little pretty thread out that we did. Now, we're going to turn it this way. Yes, I could have flipped it inside, and you can make this back 2 different ways. The only thing is, you're just not going to see your rag design if you flip it in. But yes, you could flip it. You are exactly right. You could absolutely flip it. All right, so let's get this thing started, y'all, again, because I know y'all are ready to see the finished product, which I am too. I think this is going to be really, really cute. I'm just going to make sure that I have everything lined up where it needs to be. And make sure that I can go. I don't want to go too far past my line, my 1 inch mark. Okay, so now I'm just going to sew this and make sure that your straps are still lined up at the top. And then my needle's down. Ha, perfect. I'm sorry if y'all can't see. If I put it this way so you can see. So now we got that fixed. Now comes the fun parts. Now we're going to, you can use your little snips like this, or I've got my fabric scissors that I use. And we're done with the sewing, so I can slide that back. So now I'm going to go down here and I'm just going to cut my corners out, okay? But when you cut your corners out, you do not want to hit your stitch, okay? Maybe a 1/2 inch, I mean, whatever. I'm just eyeballing it. And then I'm going to flip this over so the bottom's the same. And then if you want to, you can flip it up and do your top 2. So once you get this done, then the fun begins. Okay, so everybody with me, right? We've got our 4 corners clipped out. So now all I'm going to do is, you can do whatever size length. I'm probably going to do, some people do an 1/8, some people do less. I am going to trim this red up a little bit. I mean, you don't have to, but it's sticking out to me and that gets on my nerves. So now I'm just going to start over here and I'm just going to clip, but you do not want to clip all the way up to your stitches, okay? Leave a little bit for that, and I'll show you. So we're just going to go clip, clip. Everybody see, like, that's how close I'm doing it. So you're just going to do that all the way around the bag. And this can take a little bit to do, but it shouldn't take that long. And I imagine you can make any size bag you want to with this. So if you want to make a bigger than I'd use 9x9. So if you want to make a bigger one, go for it. I thought about making a bigger one, but I was like, well, I'll just make a little one today because I like to test things out. And then you're just going to clip it all the way to your notch. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to do the same thing here across the bottom. Just clip, clip. And yes, you may clip some of your quilting parts, but it'll be okay. And this is only 4 layers, so my scissors are clipping pretty good. But if you don't want to make them this close, then so be it. But it's totally up to you how you want to do it. This is your bag. And, you know, everybody's going to be different. And now we're just going to go in here and do our last side. And then the fun parts will begin. And if you want to make a couple of these, because you do have to throw these in the wash machine and wash them to get the rag part. The one that I showed y'all, I just did by hand because I was just curious to see what it looked like. But my rag quilt that I showed y'all, I think not last Monday, but the Monday before, I did put it in the wash machine and washed it twice. The first time without soap, and the second time I did use soap. So if you want to save on water, then you can easily do a couple of these and then just throw them in there at one time. And then when you get here, be careful. You don't want to cut your handle. So I'm just going near my handle. And then I'm going to go like right there, and then I'm going to hop over. And I'm going to cut, cut, cut. So I will hold this up and let y'all see, and this will be stringy. So can you see how it looks with cutting it? Like you can shake it. I don't know if y'all can see pieces, but it's messy. I suggest before you put it in the washing machine, you take it outside and shake it. Because I'll show you in just a minute how messy it can be. So I don't know if you can see, but can y'all see this part right here? That's all come from this bag by me just doing it. And it's on my pants and everything. So just take it outside and shake it or rub it, whatever. And then once you get done, if you, like I said, if you wanted to make more than one and wash, I would wash all the same colors. Like I would probably do another one like this if I had more fabric, 2 or 3 more, and then wash that together. But all you do is like I did my rag quilt. You wash it. The second, then take it out and shake it or rub it with your fingers again. Second time I washed it, and then I washed it with soap, and then I took it outside and brushed it off again or shook it. Then when it comes to drying, you can stick it in the washing machine or dryer. 20, 30 minutes should be good, or whatever your settings is. About halfway through, take it out, and you will want to clean out your lint bin because it will look just like this right here. Trust me. It was a bunch. Like it was all in the bottom of my dryer vents, so I had to vacuum it out. And then once about halfway, you can go take it outside or trash can, wherever, and brush it out again and try to get as much as you can off. And then stick it back in there for the remaining. Hopefully it will be dry. And then you should have the rag quilt effect. But this is the inside of it. I mean, it's not like real big, the thing, but like I said, I could have moved these over a little bit more, but this is what it looks like. And like I said, I have not washed it yet. I will try to wash it and post a picture in my YouTube. This one, I did not wash it. I just did it with my hands. I took water and just got it wet. And then I did take soap and just like kind of wash it like that. And I did dry it a little bit. So I guess that's why it looks more ragged. But once you wash this one, then that one that we made today should look like this. And some of these may be a little more look ragged, but that's what you want to go for. That's why it's called a rag bag. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you, everybody. Like I said, and on this one I did use fabric, and you can, but it's just whatever preference you like. But this time I decided to do the webbing. So stay tuned for the finished result. Give me a day or two to post it. So, but if no one has any questions, that's all I have for today. With our cute little rag bag. And I will talk to y'all later. Hope you have a wonderful week. I'm sure I will see y'all in the YouTube streets. Thanks, everybody. It is really cute. It's really simple. I could have been done with it, but silly me, I'd put together wrong. But that's okay. It's still turned out great. I love it, especially for Valentine's Day. And you could do it for Easter. If you don't want to do a basket, You could make it a little bit bigger and make it like an Easter basket. If you have an embroidery machine, you could embroider something on it, like their names. You could get like a real pretty Easter print and then like do their name, embroider it with a bright thread. I mean, there's just so much that you can do. Chrissy's super cute. I'm going to need a one-on-one class one day. Okay, Chrissy. It's really easy. But if no one has any other questions, I hope y'all have a wonderful day and we'll see you later. Bye. Thanks, everyone.